ERC, quality service since 1972. Repairing TVs, console stereos, electronic musical instruments, pinball machines, arcade games, and more. Call 836-0454.
You've clicked on the Weather Xtreme video. I'm ABC 3340 meteorologist Brian Peters with you for this Sunday, September the 21st edition. And it looks like that little trough that has been just to our west, as we look at the surface map this morning, is beginning to weaken and will affect us less. And it looks like the theme we started with yesterday is going to stay with us, and that is dry weather. The 500 millibar pattern overlaid on the water vapor imagery shows that we still have some good clouds over the area, but we're seeing the effects of that trough begin to lessen just a bit. Some cool temperatures across southeastern Canada. Look at those 20-degree readings up there. Certainly indicates fall is about to start, and that is tomorrow, as a matter of fact, at 10:44 in the morning. Across central Alabama this morning, temperatures generally in the 60s. But the thing that's kind of interesting to note on the surface map this morning is how much drier the air is over north and central Georgia, with dew points in the lower 50s over there, while we're in the upper 50s and lower 60s over this way. Tropics are still relatively quiet, still watching two areas. Area number 1. Looks like there's a possibility of some signs of development there over the next couple of days, and a hurricane hunter may be investigating that today. Area number 2 is coming pretty much into Central America and is not much of a problem. Here's a slightly different look of the entire Central Atlantic, and that area number 1 there looks like if it goes anywhere, the models that are trying to give it some organization are suggesting that it's going to go to the northwest. QPF pretty much says it all. Very little rain forecast, and yesterday we did see a few patches of rain, especially in the west central part of the state, but I think the highest amounts I saw reported by our sky watchers was around a quarter of an inch or just above, maybe about a third of an inch. Storm Prediction Center outlooking an area in north central United States for slight risk for day 1. That's today and through tomorrow morning. Day 2, tomorrow morning and Sunday, is into the same area, a little bit shifted a little bit further, primarily focused on the Dakotas. All right, here's the 06Z GFS model run, and you can see that our little trough is weakened, and it begins to gradually get a little further to our east, and that keeps us pretty much dry. We're going to stay pretty dry, but we see another trough coming into the north central U.S. Of course, that's the focus for the severe weather threat, and that changes as it moves over into the western Great Lakes and central Canada by Wednesday. Thursday, that's long gone, and we've got our little short wave that had moved off, or is moving off to our east, is showing up as a bit of a closed low on the southeast coast. It seems to retrograde just a little bit, but the precipitation really won't get any further than about Georgia, it looks like. So not really a serious threat, although we'll sort of keep our eye on it because, you know, it's out there, and if it retrogrades even more than the GFS is forecasting, it could become a player. Friday, it still is centered over about Augusta or so, and on Saturday it begins to open up and should be headed out of the picture, although even on Sunday it's still there. On Sunday, though, we're seeing another trough coming in on the western U.S., and that will be the focus probably for the longer range. So it looks like the next 5 days, or 5 to 7 days, are dry for central Alabama. Now out into Voodoo Land, the trough coming in on Sunday begins to show up over the southeastern U.S. as a bit of a closed low, and that could create a little bit of some disturbed weather. Doesn't look like a lot of precipitation. And then way out, this is around the 6th of October, and we can see that big changes are still being forecast by the GFS, and that is a very significant trough out there on the west coast. And then take a look at those thickness values, 540 line coming all the way down into northwestern Colorado northern Utah and Nevada. And so certainly some changes may be in store. And, of course, as we head into fall, we would expect nothing less than the weather to become a little more active, although October usually pretty dry in the southeastern U.S. and central Alabama. Certainly appreciate you tuning in to the Weather Xtreme video. James will be back tomorrow morning, and I'll be filling in tomorrow for Jason Simpson. So be sure to catch Good Morning Alabama. Hope you have a great Sunday, and God bless.